Jacksonville, Florida. Supposed neutral ground for these two old rivals. Not a lot of distance separates the two, and when they come here for this clash, it can define a season, no matter what's happened before, what might happen after. Glad to have you with us from TIAA Bank Field, home of the Jaguars in the heart of Duval in Jacksonville, Florida. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Florida Gators, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Florida's offense will have the opening possession of the game. The Gators grabbed the Dogs and put them in a death bowl the last time they met, blowing out Georgia.
Yeah, it was like Tim Tebow, Danny Werfel back playing quarterback for the Gators again. They were throwing it through the air. They were getting it done on the ground as well. Offensively, the Gators last year couldn't be stopped, and Georgia knows in this one this time. They've got to be able to get some stops and get some takeaways.
So just out of curiosity, because I don't know the history, you name those guys, the other quarterbacks that could win. What was your record against Georgia?
We're 3-1. I think I had a QB sneak too.
Accidentally tripped and fell in the end zone. But the other guys he named had big games against the Dogs.
The Gators moving quickly to the line. To the air on first down. Forced out of the pocket. Firing to the right, complete. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize, so you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And he'll be smacked to the ground. And the Gators come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the third down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Defense is all about creating negative plays. And he does a really good job in the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off and gets a positive gain.
He's got him still on his feet. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Motion from the back. Wants to fire on second down. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators!
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bulldogs offense will go to work for the first time today. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to...
Breaks into the open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Both of you guys played in this rivalry. Jesse, what's your most impactful memory?
My senior year, 1st and 1 on the goal line, and the Bulldogs had Marcus Stroud and Richard Seymour, 2 first-round picks at D-tackle. Coach Spurrier called Red Snoopy, which was a quarterback sneak. I didn't get it. Called it again on 2nd down. I didn't get it. Called it again on 3rd down. I didn't get it. On 4th down, he subbed our running back who came in the huddle and says, Red Snoopy, jump over the top, idiot. And we scored a touchdown.
That is great. That is phenomenal.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Takes the handoff. It's Bowie. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Swings it out to his running back. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Gators will hustle to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Trying to get behind the defense. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But, man, when they wake up, do they wake up.
Well, two programs, obviously, with a lot of history and a lot of great players.
Turning it on! And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Runs through the tackle. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's got it on the move. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top. Now he's going to break the pocket. Fires into the end zone. A pass in these tight quarters. If you're going to put the ball up, you'd like to think that you'd either have space or get it downfield a little bit.
Yeah, I like the defense understanding where the end zone is and then defending that line. It's okay to make the catch. You just got to make sure you get the ball carrier down in the field of play.
We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Back has it. Back's going for the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida! Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
It's complete to the right. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw, and pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Georgia sends out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away. He might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. And that is just a spectacular punt, and he will pin them in the shadow of their own goalpost inside the 5. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Got room to work. Didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the...
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
On the run, still looking. Once the defense is wide open. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. The Gators look to keep this drive humming. On the move to his left. On the run, fires downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And the Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Takes the easy completion. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The Gators have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Sends it back in motion. He's looking to pass. Pressure coming. Touchdown, Gator! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Just blinding speed. Speed that almost paralyzes defenders.
When you got a quarterback with that much speed, you got to find tricky ways to put more speed on the field, spy the quarterback with somebody that's really, really fast. And even when you do, a lot of times he still makes plays because he's that dang fast and that explosive.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Georgia going up tempo. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's got an open man. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Just keep slinging it. Quickly out to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
2nd down coming up. Wants to go up top. And the quarterback will be slung down back up at 43. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He'll take a shot. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone. Georgia lining up to punt it away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Now improvising. Now he'll fire back into the middle. He's got it down the right side. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bacon. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Gators look to do some damage in the red zone. Power football with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Right back to him on the ground. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida!
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here for the Gators and Bulldogs. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Florida and Georgia plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Gators will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. Just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. You got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Makes the grab. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that will probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you...
Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quickly complete. Sliding off the defender. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll try the run. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Steps away. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The give out of the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity. He'll try to tack on one more. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. They'll start this drive going to the air. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Back open in the middle.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, and letting them get some positive yards.
Going to take a shot on second and short. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Final minute now of the third quarter. Wants to throw on first down. There he goes. They finally corral him, and he turns that into a big gain and a first down. And the Gators are threatening on first and goal. Looking for the score. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the tight end. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one. Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Touchdown, Gator! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. As Florida fans like to say, come on, Gators, get up and go. And they're starting to go and run away from the Dogs.
It's great to be a Florida Gator. The Gators showing off the speed now, running away with this thing in the second half. You're just seeing all the talent that they've been able to recruit down in Gainesville.
Yeah, they've been recruiting talent. You think about Steve Spurrier had such a great run with Florida as a head coach. They're taking care of business today. They're not making this look like much of a run.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Pulls and fires complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to pass on second down. They've got the screen set up. Spin, still running. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Got his man on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much
breaks into the open. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. Gets the back moving. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one. Even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country, they're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him. And they've been able to do that.
It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. It's complete on the right side.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man on the left. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten hands to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field, catches the defense off guard.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. On the run, it's Bowie. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The Dogs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll move the tight end. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. On the Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. To the air on first down. A little screen to the running back. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, he'll throw it. They're setting up the screen. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Georgia!
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. The deficit is huge, this one is all, but over they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but that's why they're called the hands team. Great job recovering that ball.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Working on the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looking to throw on first down. They're working that left side. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Here he goes breaking the pocket. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The Gators want to move quickly. Quarterback may change this route. He's looking to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Touchdown, Florida! And the route is on. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. But when you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. On target to the left. Finds some room. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Once he got some room, it was over.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at his 21-yard line. Not the best field position you could ask for, but they'll get it started there. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game. And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Takes a hit as he fires. And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0. Glasses will be raised across the Sunshine State. A toast to the Florida Gators who take down Georgia in this rivalry game. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis.